The unfolding drama around Meghan Markle's alleged bullying of staff at Kensington Palace brought a new layer of complexity to the British royal family's already fraught public image. Reports described aides driven to tears, citing claims of an excessively demanding work atmosphere under Meghan's leadership. These revelations shook perceptions, prompting wider conversations about palace culture and mental health within high-profile working environments. Insiders who spoke anonymously painted a troubling picture of Meghan as an exacting boss, with allegations that her management style created emotional strain. Some staff members reportedly felt belittled and unsupported, which added to an atmosphere already charged with the pressure of working for one of the most scrutinized families in the world. The response to these allegations was polarizing, igniting fierce debate in both traditional media and on social platforms. Supporters of Meghan emphasized that she was subject to relentless public pressure and systemic bias, while critics viewed the accusations as confirmation of what they saw as a divisive figure within the monarchy. After weeks of silence, Kate Middleton, the Princess of Wales, stepped into the spotlight to address the situation. Choosing a formal setting for her response, Kate expressed her dismay at the allegations, emphasizing the importance of maintaining kindness, respect, and a nurturing environment within the royal household. Her remarks resonated with many as a call for unity and dignity, positioning her as a stabilizing figure amid growing tensions. Kate's statement not only aimed to quell the immediate storm, but also underscored her dedication to preserving the image of the monarchy as a compassionate institution. Her response amplified the divide between supporters of both women, making #TeamKate and #TeamMeghan trending topics on social media. The media frenzy that ensued was relentless. Tabloids seized on every detail, splashing headlines about power struggles and toxic workplaces across front pages. The issue of loyalty within the palace staff emerged, raising questions about internal divisions and the strain of life under constant public observation. This environment of scrutiny only intensified the conversation about mental health, particularly among those who work behind the scenes, often shielded from public sympathy. Staff who came forward described feelings of isolation, vulnerability, and the emotional toll of serving the royal household. This painted a picture that resonated with employees in high-stress roles globally, turning the situation into a broader narrative about workplace rights and mental well-being. Kate's involvement was seen by many as a critical move to reset public perception. Her choice to address the issue, even indirectly, signaled that maintaining harmony within palace walls was paramount to her role. This strategy also reinforced her image as a figure of grace and empathy, qualities that have endeared her to the public. However, her words alone could not erase the questions swirling around the royal household. What systemic issues allowed such allegations to surface? Were these reports part of a broader effort to undermine Meghan, or did they reveal genuine flaws in leadership? As the allegations spread, both detractors and defenders of Meghan pointed to previous media portrayals that had vilified her. Supporters argued that she had faced an unusual level of hostility compared to other royal members. This led to discussions about race, bias, and the pressures placed on new members of the royal family. Meghan's American background and outspoken nature were contrasted with the more reserved, traditional approaches of her royal peers, highlighting cultural differences that some believed fueled misunderstandings. Efforts at reconciliation were quietly reported, with sources indicating that both Kate and Meghan had engaged in conversations aimed at bridging their differences. These attempts reportedly included family gatherings and mediated dialogues. However, the depth of hurt caused by both the allegations and the relentless media attention left doubts about the feasibility of full reconciliation. The rift between the two women came to symbolize more than just personal disagreements. It was a focal point for ongoing debates about modernizing the monarchy and addressing issues of empathy and mental health in elite settings. Observers noted that this episode exposed deep-rooted challenges in adapting traditional institutions like the monarchy to contemporary values that prioritize mental health and a supportive work culture. For many, the scandal underscored that the palace's outward elegance often masked an environment that could be as grueling and hierarchical as any corporate structure. It sparked discussions not just about the treatment of staff, but about the well-being of the royals themselves, who, despite their privileged positions, face relentless expectations. The public's reaction to Kate's statement and the ensuing coverage varied widely. While some praised her for stepping in with dignity, others viewed it as a strategic move to distance herself from the negative press surrounding Meghan. For many, the dual narratives of resilience and conflict added to a sense of intrigue that kept the monarchy in the media spotlight. The hashtags #Team Kate and #Team Meghan became emblematic of deeper societal debates about loyalty, leadership, and what it means to be a modern figure in the spotlight. Meanwhile, broader discussions about mental health and empathy in the workplace continued to echo beyond the palace walls. Advocates for workplace reform cited the royal scandal as a high-profile example of the need for better mental health resources and stronger policies against workplace mistreatment. Even the royal family's attempts to project unity were met with skepticism as public trust wavered in the face of repeated controversies involving key figures. The scandal also drew attention to the royal family's human side, reminding the world that behind the pomp and circumstance are individuals who experience emotional pain and conflicts. As attempts to mend fences proceed, the scandal serves as a potent reminder of the costs of public scrutiny and the importance of empathy in leadership. Whether or not the situation will ultimately lead to meaningful change within the royal institution remains to be seen. What is clear is that the legacy of these allegations has already left a mark on public perception, stirring conversations about power, kindness, and the very nature of royalty in the modern age.